if I can find my loaded state. Alright. So, March 14th, 7:44 p.m. Theatrum Naturalis lobby. Oh, it's him. Okay, count off. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, it's because they're all number 1. It's Wolf Boy. He's back. I must contain my urge to make jokes specifically around that. 1, 1. Shifu? 99 callouts? So all 99 members are most likely here and accounted for, sir. Hey, you. Yeah, you. The second number 1 for me, from my right. Sir? Yes, sir? He's granted everyone alpha status. Everyone's number 1, everyone's an alpha wolf in his pack. Here, a birthday present for you. What? Shifu, I didn't know you knew all our birthdays. What a kind heart you have. Shifu, you are more of a man than will ever be, sir. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Ruin the mood, officer. Oh no, he's brought back biting. Lang Zi says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you. It's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. What? What kind of 4D chess of... Tell him I said hi, and happy birthday, won't you? What kind of 4D chess of, like, knowledge? Yes, yes. Yeah, he's like... This feels like on the edge of stalking. This isn't polite. Also, welcome to the stream again, 904100505. How's everyone in the chat doing today? Also, like, Lang definitely has stalked all of his subordinates. You don't know that kind of info. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing good. You don't know that kind of info unless you've done some extreme Facebook stalking. Only Facebook might not Nice, I'm glad you're feeling good. And, like, you don't know that kind of info unless you do extreme Facebook stalking, but I don't know if Facebook exists in these games, so I'm just gonna assume Lang made Facebook. He made a Facebook equivalent specifically designed to stalk all his subordinates. Shifu, I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. Shifu, I'm so moved that I can't stop crying. I should probably leave them to their alone time. Alright, meeting's over. Everyone, head for your posts. Trying to get like that edgy biker vibe. Dismissed. I mean, he dresses like a biker. I want him to sound like how I imagine Danganronpa reference. I want him to sound like how I imagine Mondo, but as a police officer with extreme obsession over wolves to sound like. Yo, well, were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Sheena, and she's already filled me in. It sounds like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I'm just gonna prove you wrong. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Albustinian embassy. And what if I say no?
Objection!
Gonna have to fight. Agent Lang, this man is my subordinate. Ooh, fight. Interpol battle. No, I don't want to know who the killer is. I want to find that out myself. But thank you for the offer. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights. Sorry, sis, but it's not that simple. Alabest has the strictest immigration regulations in the world, or don't you know? Or didn't you know? Does that count as immigration if we're just like stepping into the embassy? Like, okay, I might not be the best with legal terms, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't count. Even among my elite men, about only half of them were admitted into the country. Oh, sorry about the lag. I'm not sure if I can do much about that. Yeah, I'm not sure what I can do about that, sorry. Besides, any more cooks? Too many cooks? Too many cooks? Too many cooks? If you guys haven't seen the Too Many Cooks video, I always recommend if you just need a few minutes of complete insanity. And we might spoil the soup, if you get what I mean. It's a trip. How dare you make such assumptions? Don't take this the wrong way. How to cheer? I don't know. But I thought I was in charge of Albahast, Miss Von Karma. Grr. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Albahast are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? No one told you. We had an incident in Albahast as well. Another murder? This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor. He is like Wolverine's son. Wolverine's angsty biker son. Look, Wolfie, just let us in already. Hold it. Who's saying hold it? I don't know. Ooh, who is this? Is there a problem here, Agent Lang? Oh, it's an old person. I don't know this old person. Not really. Just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in. Ambassador Alba? He is, yeah, that does look, I think it's an old man. Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation. Second ambassador, got it. Having a debate because of my country. Yeah, I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of situation. He's Alba for Albahast. I see how it is. It is all because I lack the strength to govern well. Please, it is nothing of that sort, Ambassador. You weakling Jurkus? Curse your fragility and inability to effect change in your country. What are you? The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lang. And it is my judgment that in order... He's a Super Saiyan? Ooh, I am excited to see that. And it is my judgment that in order to minimize disruption in the investigation... we gotta keep them away from the full moon. I saw like a bit of Dragon Ball Z, and I know they become monkeys. Like giant monkey monsters during the full moon. If they have tails. It's very specific. I should leave everything up to Agent Lang. There. You see? Oh, no way. Oh, there's so many hold-its. Ambassador fight! Ambassador Alba, I ask you to please reconsider letting them into Albahast. What's that? My very own secretary has been murdered in the Babalese embassy. And he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings, completely unbeknownst to me. So, I ask for your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babel someday. Alright, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyway. I don't know. Ambassador Alba seems kind of old, and if I know anything, old people in coupons, you just can't stop them. Yeah, you're right. I think I was too hasty. He might be a good guy. All right, you hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in. Hacker voice. We're in. Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Babel murder. So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babel. Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me. Yes, sir. Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better. Kay's not a troublemaker. He did like a raspberry. Thanks, Gumshoe. Like, I'm trying. I know, we're losing Kay. No, this is not okay. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes? So, I wanted to ask for a while now, but that lady over there, is she who I think she is? Is she? Ah, that's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet. Oh yeah, that's Franziska. You know her. Franziska von Karma. The prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again. Yeah. Oh, I knew it. You're the whip lady. I mean, back then she just had a riding crop, and she was not afraid to use it. You may address me as Miss Von Karma. Miss Von Karma, I leave the investigation of Albahast in your hands. Thanks, Kay. Thanks. Rest assured, I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagarazu. The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Franziska a bit more about them before they head into Albahast. I mean, they got the white crystals. Who knows what they'll do with those? There's gonna be so many MLMs. And I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Palviano for all that he has done for me. I guess I'll thank you, sir. Ambassador Palviano, I am in your debt. I'm gonna say, this case sucks? Oh no! That's not good. Well, hopefully the time we spend together will make it suck less. Optimism. No, it's nothing. Because it's about all I could do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice. I'm glad you still care about your secretary's murderer after finding out he's a smuggler. I will, Ambassador, on my honor. We're playing a dangerous game. Last person we owed a debt to tried to get his son, like, falsify evidence to get his son out of a murder kidnapping plot. Wow, you're so sensational. You've really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but know that I'm giving them to you wholeheartedly. Coupons? Coupons. But no, that's quite alright. I'm only in my 30s. I don't know how to use a coupon. Oh, well, how about this then? That's true, free money. Ooh, is that ink? And what exactly is it? Is it ink? It's fountain pen ink. Ink. Known as Babelese ink. It's made exclusively in Babel. So this is Babelese ink. We make it from white crystal. Oh! Oh my goodness, it bit Broly fire. They really make it from oil! I didn't read that before, but I was joking, but it's made from oil. From white crystal oil. I was wrong, it wasn't white crystal, it's white crystal oil. Which is mined through our mineral mines. Guys, we gotta keep this mineral oil out of the public's hands. Please accept this ink. One dip of your fountain pen in this. And you can write for hours in your organizer. Bold of you to assume I have an organizer. I've never been organized in my life. How fortunate for me. Thanks. The ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I gladly accept your gracious gift. I'm surprised he just gave me that ink so nonchalantly. I thought that they only were allowed to give out like a little bit of ink. I get a little bit of ink as a treat. Great, wonderful. I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. What does that mean? That's so ominous. Is this ink like a hallucinogenic? Am I going to be drugged by this ink? What does this ink do? And since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation. Oh, that's how they hook you in. Like tourism 4D chess. Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. Hey Francisca, I have this ink. Tell me about it. You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing. No, it just turned green. I mean, you know what? If my ink turned green, I would be upset because green, as we all know, isn't a creative color. Oh, it turns green when lit. Interesting. Agent Hicks, whose help I had requested, was cut down before he completed his task. There is no room for further failure in my perfect investigation. In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct? It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggling item I was following. You mean the Babelese ink? But why are there restrictions on the export of Babelese ink to begin with? That's classified Interpol info. Francisca, as your subordinate, I am a part of your investigation now. Who cares about confidential info? Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you are? Point taken. Well, I'll fill you in. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Shangfa. Were the bills made with made with Bobbly's ink? Counterfeit bills. Yes, as you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Babel's special Bobbly's ink. What? And it's virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Bobbly's ink from real ones. How does that work? Hey guys, gamer tip, use Bobbly's ink to make perfect counterfeits. How? I don't know. Thus, it is only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Babel. That's where this document comes into play, correct? They need to start adding spiders in the corner of the Shangfa currency, like we do with the American dollars. Correct. Mr. Kochen was smuggling large amounts of Bobbly's ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problem. Let me guess. You still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink. Yes, and while we're listing things, I might as well add the counterfeit plates to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Bobbly's embassy... World. What did I make a fool of in the world? Oh no. We're looking into the Abyssinian embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden. Mark my words. I will find them. Well, shall we get going? No, you guys aren't allowed here. I mean, I love having you here, but you're not supposed to be here. What's wrong, Kay? I didn't get permission to enter Alabest. So we're gonna go gather whatever info we can over on the Bobbly side, okay? Thanks. Alright, I'm counting on you too. I have faith in you both. Right, and I'm counting on you and Miss Von Karma to sniff out clues in Albahast. Cops can't get you? Nice. Go wild. Anarchy. Oh, and Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush on over straight away, no matter where you are. I'll let you know when the time comes. Heck yeah. Alright. Time to figure out some new stuff. It's Larry Guo! What do you think you're doing to my subordinate? Oh my gosh, she murdered him. Your Edgeworth's hopes and dreams are crushed. Edgy! Oh, thank good heavens you're here. I'm in a really, really big pickle, your lordship. For those who don't know, this is Larry, our childhood friend. Like, heavy quotes on friend. He's basically the goof that shows up every game. The Raven, it disappeared, poof, and then it appeared, poof, then disappeared, swoosh. And though I am the Steel Samurai, my sword, wah, I'm so confused. I don't know what anything means anymore. Who is this fruitcake? I am Larry, of the House of Butts, married man of Neo Oldie Tokyo, milady. Milady? Get this man a fedora. Now I remember. This person is one of your friends, isn't he, Miles? Yes, frighteningly enough, he is. Hey, what's up with that answer? Your best bud is in a bind, and you act like it's no big deal. Yeah, go away, Larry. We don't want you here. Why are you in every game? Almost every game. He isn't in Apollo Justice, if I remember. What sort of bind are we talking about here? The suspect kind. I accidentally became a suspect in a murder. Oh no, the other one is worse? Which other one? I see. That is quite the bind. Not that we're in the least bit surprised. Yeah, I pretty much expected this news. From the instant I saw this unlucky face, he hasn't been accused of murder a few times. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble, with a capital T. Hey! What kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by one. That's rude, but also... Oh, yeah. I hate old bags so much. Well, absolutely savage, Larry. I mean, true, but savage. That was uncalled for. Besides, you're... Wait. Hold on. Larry! It was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph? Edworth's whole thing crumbles. Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even winked at you through my headpiece. What's going on? And why are you beet red? Fake. Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? Remember, kids, never meet your heroes. Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play? Look at my exclamation mark. I'm so shocked. Aha! So this is the incident you mentioned earlier. Mr. Prosecutor, this man, this childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect. Of what, you ask? It's murder. It's only murder. We only ever deal with murder. There was one case I thought it wasn't murder, and you know what happened? It was secretly murder. What? Wait, no, I wasn't expecting that. What? Okay, wait, hold up. So the case I was referring to was specifically the case of Mask to Mask, so that really just shook me. Of the murder of a man who had snuck into this embassy. Mask to Mask 2. Is Ron Delight okay? Mask to Mask 2. Is Ron Oh my gosh, this is horrible. Only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. Oh my god, I hope Ron's okay. Blue Bulls. But just for your knowledge, Ron is one of my favorite clients because he's just such a... not one of my favorites, but I definitely enjoy him. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. Thank God. I'm so glad Ron's not dead. Still, it's a rather daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. I mean... Thanks. Shifu, we've identified the victim. Good work. I'll take that report now. Who is it? Agent Lang, would you mind if I took a peek at it as well? So here's the thing, Mask to Mask is another, like, thief character. Yeah, this is plot. What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf. No! Don't eat the corpse, Lang. Bad Lang. And that one is me. So no, you may not take a peek, unless you're ready to... So the ultimatum is, and please excuse this joke, what I'm gathering, the ultimatum is either I become a furry to fight him over rights for this corpse, or I just don't do that. But, Agent Lang... It's him! It's bad. Agent Lang. Will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look? Yes, of course. You let the detective see the file. Okay, now detective, give it to me. You're Detective Bad. You're the prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth, right? Yes, I took the name right in the marriage. Fancy meeting you here, Detective. You weren't expecting me? Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after the Yatagarasu, non-stop. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a card was ever found. What incredible dedication to the case. Detective Bad knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well. Bad boy? And his passion for the case hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you gonna make an ally out of this prosecutor? My only goal is to arrest the Yatagarasu. If he can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share info with him. I'm in your debt, Detective Bad. About the murder of Damask 2, would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard duty, and put ourselves in charge of directing things at this crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, Damask 2, there's a bigger case. It is like a case inside of a case inside of a case that I don't know what when the case is gonna end. He broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or something. And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in this room. Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, Detective? That samurai? Because he's in the samurai costume. If you're in a samurai costume, you're automatically a suspect. He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reason you suspect, I assure you. You can plainly see he is completely harmless. Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Now Lang's gonna be like, no, he's your friend. He's actually under arrest now. Tonight, here at the Albastanian Embassy, Ambassador Alma. Blah blah blah. Ace Attorney 2 not doing it. I don't know what they're not doing. Was to give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Yatagarazu showed. But keep in mind, the Yatagarazu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats, for the guests who had been called to sit in them, were empty. A no-show. Who was it that failed to take their seat? The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time. And where was he? He was on the roof, with one of his legs down a chimney. Oh, revolving chimney. Yeah, I knew that, that the I stood for investigations. I'm just not sure what Ace Attorney 2 is not doing, but if it's a spoiler, I don't want to know what they're not doing. That chimney leads directly into this room. Larry, what are you doing in chimneys? Chimneys don't need you in them, Larry. Larry Butts, you've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? Oh, thank you, Your Muse K's stream for hosting me. In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. Woo! I want to know who died. Who died and made you mask to mask? So this is the victim, Damask 2. What is with his gaudy outfit? You don't know about Mask to Mask? A few months ago. Oh nice, how did it finish up going? This thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace. Only this guy has like the has the cloud motif that you see Kay and stuff using. So this thief is separate from the Yatagarazu. Also, how are you doing, Your Muse Kay? I thought they were for a while, because their MO and targets were different. Nice! A good ending! Awesome! That game seems so complicated! Nice, and I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Also hope that the fanfiction you were working on went well. Germinar good. Damask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Yeah, he's gaudy, but he's a gem. I love Rondelite. Him and Desiree, great couple. What game is it? Mask to Mask appears in the third game, Trials and Tribulations. Oh, and if you're asking about the game Your Muse K was playing, Your Muse K was playing Long Live the Queen. It looked like such a complicated game, but I'm glad good ending was achieved. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know more about Damask. That's alright. All I'd probably hear are tales of his failure anyway. You haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. So the first thing that pops out to me is, like I said, this guy doesn't have... Like, this guy has this piece of fabric, but this doesn't match what Rondelite used. I suppose this was the wrapping cloth cloth Damask too used to carry his stolen goods. But there's nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he never did manage to get his hands on whatever it was he was out to steal. Only if we have magic. Magic for... what? So this is the murder weapon in this case. There's blood on the blade. It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it? Does it got that gold foil on it? What did you expect? It's Steel Samurai Daddy's secondary weapon. I only call it his secondary weapon because although he uses his sword in most of his battles, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns to in a real fight. There are only one case characters. Oh, yeah. I miss the one case characters. But I'm glad Edgeworth is such a nerd. You sure know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai. That's only because I saw the stage show earlier. Edgeworth, like, turns, locks away all his stuff. He's like, I got the complete trading card pack. Got all the Nintendo DS games of the Steel Samurai. The owner of this sword is the Steel Samurai. Or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving him innocent. I don't know why the dog's barking so much. There's not even people outside. What is he holding? It looks like a piece of paper from a notepad. Does it have the ink on it? Ink. It would appear that directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. There's something written on the back as well. Is it more ink? I'd like you to steal the Prima Duck statue in this room. What is this supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like this? If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who is the person that requested the theft of the Prima Duck statue? So, our first belief would be you want to steal the statue because it's genuine, but maybe this is a fake statue, and they want to cover up that this is the fake statue. There is not a single shred of fashion sense in Damask's costume. You know, what he lacks in fashion, he makes up for loving his wife, okay? Not his wish, yeah. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. You two don't know. You can buy this costume almost anywhere now. It's being sold. Since when? Since around New Year's. The streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out, Damask is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be. I can't believe that foolish fool would dress in fool's clothing to act foolishly. He's acting foolish for his wife, okay? Ron DeLite loves his wife, and that's all that matters. We got your point about 3 foolishes back, Francisca. I want to see that medallion. Nope, that's the same commentary. Okay, let me look at the wound. What is your wound? I thought that Damask had quit the business he quit? I thought they were doing like some sort of weird... Oh, I guess they changed businesses. So at the end of the case, Damask is like, yeah, me and my wife, started like some sort of roundabout business where they like help security systems, but then also sell secrets of how to get past the security systems to other thieves, and it's like a really weird roundabout method. And this guy, he's just a copycat using the name. A phony successor. He's just another petty thief. Ah, no. Dog, I closed the door for a reason. I put my bed in front of my door, so now my dog can't get in. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashino. Kashino? He's 29 and wanted on larceny charges. From his clothes and what he was carrying, we determined that this guy is the real Damask too. The cause of death appears to be loss of blood from the back of his head. Ouch, was he stabbed in the head? It seems that he was struck with something very hard. Oh, then how can you... That doesn't make sense. You don't bludgeon someone to death with a sword. In fact, I find that's a very inefficient way to use a sword. It's sorta out of place. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Meh. Objection, his name is Damask II, but Damask didn't have a first or second in his name. Yeah, you're totally right. We got him. The whole case is falling apart. Now, who else can I talk to? Let me examine this. This looks important. There. The exact same statue sitting in that Bobbly's office we examined. It's the Primadux statue. It was the national treasure of the Principality of Cadopia. There is only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Albahest and Babel claim to have the real thing. What an incredibly childish fight to have. I don't know, that sounds like a pretty reasonable fight. So the other one appeared to be the fake, like, steel samurai looking one, if I remember correctly. It's a Primadux statue. There was one of these on the Bobbly's side as well. I hear it is very valuable and made of pure gold. It was the national treasure of Cadopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. Okay, we know that. Yep. So what else? Is there anything else I can look at for that? I'll look at the knives. There was almost the exact same wall mount for the knives on the Bobbly's side. But I can't oh, I guess I gotta get closer. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else about the statue that I need to look at. Wait, what was the point of me getting closer if I can still see the statue in the corner? A set of knives bearing a flower motif. And the spear. They must be the counterparts to the Bobbly's knives. Which means that the blades inside of these scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Kochen. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay, we got a crossbow. Why is there a weapon on display in a place like this? I wonder why there are no whips on display here. There are two types of people in this world. It's the steel samurai's primary weapon, the samurai spear. Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's sleek and shiny, just like my heart. It comes out at you like whoosh. But when you hold it, you just want to live life like bam. You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although it is just as Larry says, the sphere is quite the symbol of valor. On the bright side, if you're a speedrunner, you can... Man, I wish I was a speedrunner. Catch me speedrunning my life. I can speedrunning... Wait. I can speed hide, but I can't speed run. Isn't she supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? I'm not entirely convinced this spear is up to the task. What's wrong, Edgy? You're just staring off into the distance. That was not a good joke, Blooples, but thank you for the thank you for the support. Oh, I get it. Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine. What a pal. Did I say anything about wanting one? No, Edgeworth. Don't throw away your chance you could get a spear. Maybe if I can shut him up if I show him the piece of evidence. That will point something out about this spear. What do I know about this spear that changes that? Oh yeah, this is a different type of spear. That doesn't match. Who stole your spear, Larry? Oop. Yeah, those are different. Larry, about this spear. Oh, are you feeling it? Bam! Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I thought there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me, or is the spear a bit bent? What? No way! It's exactly as it should be, yo! I have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now, take a good look at this, which you drew with your own hand, hopefully using that ink. That good old Bobbly's ink. You can see that the spear is clearly of a different shape. What do you have to say to that? I'm sorry. When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then, during practice I was spinning it around and around, and bam! It hit the wall! You unbelievable. This is an embassy. And Edgeworth, meanwhile, is like, that's the steel samurai spear. How could you? But I've always been like that. Ever since I was a kid. One time, on an overnight field trip, I brought a fake sword and played with it late that night. Edgeworth is great. I love how much of a nerd he is. I'm just a useless, hot-blooded man! I mean, you're not wrong. Larry, clarify that for me, will you? Okay. So it was some field trip and I began to shadow fight with myself, you know, as you do. Not that. I meant what you said earlier, about spinning the spear and hitting the wall. Oh, that. It's no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything. He definitely left a hole in the wall. He definitely did that. That's not why I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. We hit a fake wall. I somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning it around could cause it to bend. I mean, I once bent like a knife made of metal trying to open a drawer, so, you know, maybe what I'm getting at is that metal is weak. We need to replace all metal with super metal. Yeah. Negative Senku IQ. It is Senku. We gotta get him some Senku Cola. I haven't actually watched that far in Dr. Stone, but you know, I know there's cola. Man, Edgy, you're so naive. Oh, where did that come from? Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear. But it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside. You could hit it against practically anything and it would bend. Stop, Larry! You're breaking his heart! You're ruining his dreams! Is that so? My whole life has been a lie. Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is cute. I see. Your friendship truly is something special, Miles Edgeworth. Yeah, that's not friendship. It's utter humiliation. Absolutely ruined his hopes and dreams, Larry. I hope you're happy. Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I suspect that these are the counterparts to the Babalese knives. Yeah, go to jail, Larry. Except we're gonna keep you out of there, I guess. The blades of these knives should match the blade of the knife that killed Mr. Kochen. What? One of the knives is missing its blades. Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and the handle, fit each other. Oh my god, it's a match! It would appear they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly. Then this means that an Albustinian knife did find its way into Babel, but first they were smuggling ink, now they're smuggling knives. When will the madness end? But how? So, what is this plant supposed to be? Francisca, can't you see it's supposed to be a likeness of Ambassador Alba? Miles Edgeworth, as a subordinate, you have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. I look forward to your next salary assessment next month. No! Oh, how the turntables have table-turned. You are deluding yourself if you think you have any control over that. We say that, and then she's gonna be like, hey Edgeworth, I got a surprise Christmas gift. And Edgeworth is gonna be like, Francisca, it's July, and